me as I take you through today's games in the Premier League, especially the 3 p.m. kickoff. It's getting very, very interesting in the English Premier League. It is getting very, very interesting in the English Premier League. Yesterday, you saw what happened. Manchester City. Manchester City dropped two crucial points against West Ham, giving advantage to the Arsenal, who won dramatically against Everton at the London Stadium, 2-0. Two late goals scored by the youngster. So, as it is now, Arsenal has a 9-point gap over Manchester City. So it's getting hotter and hotter. So today we are looking at three important fixtures at the top of the hour. Three important fixtures, crucial fixtures at the top of the hour. Three crucial fixtures at the top of the hour. Three crucial fixtures at the top of the hour. Three crucial fixtures at the top of the hour.
Welcome to 爱利浦
AUX mode.
Three crucial fixtures at the top of the hour. What do you think? Manchester United. What do you think about the match between Manchester United and Aston Villa? Manchester United versus Aston Villa. What do you think about that match? Manchester United versus Aston Villa. What do you think about that game? Who do you see coming? Is a battle for the top four. Manchester is going to come out tops. Will Manchester United triumph over Aston Villa? Will Manchester United triumph over Aston Villa? What do you think is going to happen in that game? Manchester United versus Aston Villa. The both teams need the victory. The both teams need victory to sustain their push for the top four. At the moment, Manchester United sits third on the table. At the moment, Manchester United sits third at the table with 51 points. And Aston Villa also sits fourth on the table with 51 points. 51 points. So both teams are on the same point. So it's a massive clash. It's a massive clash today between Aston Villa and Manchester United. Who do you think is coming out tops in that game? Who do you think is coming out tops in that game? Manchester United versus Aston Villa is a battle for the top four. It's a battle for the top four. I'm going to give you the lineup for that game, but before then, I need to let you know the other fixtures for the 3 p.m. Crystal Palace will be taking up Leeds United, and then Nottingham Forest takes up Fulham. While later on in the day, around 5:30 or 6:30 p.m., depending on where you are, Liverpool is taking up Tottenham United. But our concern today is the matches that are coming up at the top of the hour. It's just 6 minutes to kick off. 6 minutes to kick off. Let's look at the lineup Let's look at the lineup for the game between Manchester United and Aston Villa. Let's look at the lineup for the game between Manchester United and Aston Villa. Let's look at the lineup. At the goalpost for Manchester United is Lemens. Lemens retains his position. Then Dalot starts at the full right back. Then Maguire and Euro begin at the defensive line, while Luke Shaw starts from the left, full back. Casemiro and Kobe Mainoo on the midfield. Diego Dalot, Amad Diallo, Bruno Fernandes, and Kuhan, and the attacking midfield positions, while Mbeumo starts at the lone striker. So it's a 4-2-3-1 formation for Manchester United, while Aston Villa begins at the goalpost with Emil Martinez as the goalkeeper. Digne, Mings, Konsa, and Bogarde starts at the defensive line. Barkley, Onana at the midfield. Buendia, Rogers, and McGinn, and Oli Watkins begins as the lone striker. The two teams have 3 players on injury lists. Yuli Chelemans is out and Kamara and Cash are all out injured for Aston Villa. Martinez, De Ligt, and Doku are out for Manchester United. It's a massive clash between the two teams. Who do you think is coming out tops? Who do you think is coming out top between Manchester United and Aston Villa? Who is coming out tops between Manchester United and Aston Villa? Who is coming out tops? It is 4 p.m. It is 4 minutes to kick off. It is 4 minutes to kick off. Who do you think is coming out top between Manchester United and Aston Villa? Who is coming out tops? Who is coming out? Manchester United, of course, is at home. Manchester United is at home against Aston Villa. Both teams have the same points on the table, but they are separated by goal difference. Both teams have the same point on the table, but they are separated by goal difference. Manchester United was in 3rd position, but has a higher goal difference than Aston Villa. So Manchester United is on 3rd position, and Aston Villa is on 4th position. Who is coming out tops? What do you think? What do you think? Are you okay with the lineup? Mbeumo starts as a striker. Mbeumo starts at the striker. Šeško is on the bench. Oli Watkins starts at the striker for Aston Villa. What is your say? Of course, Crystal Palace will be taking up Leeds United also, but our focus will primarily be on Manchester United versus Aston Villa. We shall carry along. We shall let you know what is happening on other centers as the match between Manchester United. Both teams are stepping out from the dressing room at the moment. Both teams are stepping out from the dressing room at the moment. Both teams are stepping out from the dressing room at the moment. Both teams are stepping out from the dressing room at the moment. Okay. I'm still awaiting your comments. It's the weekend of Premier League matches. 2 big games today. 2 big games. The clash between two sides looking to qualify for Champions League. Aston Villa versus Manchester United. Aston Villa versus Manchester United. Oh, sorry about that. Thanks for calling my attention. The camera focus is bad. You can't see me. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Let me adjust. Sorry about that. Thanks for calling my attention. Sorry about that. Thanks for calling my attention. Sorry for. Okay. I think it's better now. I think it's better now. I hope it's better now. I hope the camera focus is better now. I do hope it's better now. I do hope it's better now. Okay, you are watching from London. Royce Marsh. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think about the game? Do you think Manchester United is going to triumph today? What do you think? It's kickoff already. What do you think? What do you think about the game? What do you think? For Manchester United last week's side that lost to Newcastle, Amad Diallo enters the starting 11 for Benjamin Sesko, while Diego Dalot replaces Mazraoui at the right. So I already let you know. Unai Emery made 2 changes following what? Following the Europa win over Lille. Paulo Torres and Douglas Lewis. Oh my God. Roy Marsh. Is that what you are seeing? It ends in a draw. It's actually going to be a top game. It's actually going to be a tough game. It's actually going to be a tough game. Personally, I also think it's going to be a draw, but it's going to be a go-go draw. It is either Manchester United wins. It is either Manchester United wins or it ends in a draw. That's what I think. It's either Manchester United wins or it ends in a draw. That's what I think. Manchester United wins or it ends in a draw. Okay, Roy, you support Arsenal. Oh, you want to leave out London live? That not London rivalry is there. Okay, understandable. Okay, interesting. That's going to come. That's going to come. The late evening kickoff when Liverpool takes on Tottenham Hotspur. I believe Manchester. Sorry, I believe Liverpool is going to win Spurs. Spurs are off. They are not in form. Spurs are off. Going to win it without stress. It's going to be, you know, yes, they are not going to struggle in that game. The one that is a bit unpredictable is this Manchester United versus Aston Villa. But based on current form, I think Manchester United has an edge over Aston Villa. Aston Villa has been struggling to win games recently. They have been struggling to win games recently. It's just a free kick for Manchester United. There's already been a foul by Morgan Rogers. There's already been a foul by Morgan Rogers. It's the second minute into the game. It's the second minute into the game. I think so far Manchester United appears to have command over the game more than Aston Villa. But you cannot. Let me know what you think. Manchester United versus Aston Villa. What do you think? Who do you think is coming tops? Do you think Manchester United will be capable of? Manchester United and Aston Villa are both 51 points on the table, separated by goal difference. Separated by goal difference. The game is nothing of what has happened so far. Nothing of what has happened so far. Both teams are still sizing up each other. Nothing of note has happened in the game so far. Nothing of note has happened in the game so far. Anthony Taylor is the referee for this game. There's still nothing of note. Other centers are still playing draw. 5 minutes gone in the game. 5 minutes gone in the game. 5 minutes gone in the game. Still 0-0. Still 0-0. Still 0-0. John McGinn was brought down by who? The Aston Villa captain wins a free kick. He was brought down by Luke Shaw. We're on the 6th minute of the game. We're on the 6th minute of the game. Harry Maguire has also won a free kick in the defensive half of Aston Villa, following the one that was won by McGinn. So Harry Maguire wins a free kick in their own defensive half, following the pullout from the free kick won by John McGinn. What do you think is going to happen in this game? Do you expect a goal in the first? Think there's going to be a goal in the first? Is it going to be a go-go game, or is going to be a game that is, has a low scoring result at the end? Do you think both teams are going to come out and attack, considering what is needed? Both of them need the victory to sustain their position on the table. Do you think both teams are going to come out fully to attack? Oh gosh. Both teams are still sizing up themselves, but as it stands now, it does appear that Manchester United has better control of the game than Aston Villa. Manchester United appears to have better control of the game than Aston Villa. Manchester United appears to have better control of the game than Aston Villa. We are still on the 8th minute of the game, going to the 9th minute. Nothing of substance has happened so far. 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 Nothing of substance has happened so far in the game. Nothing of note. Both teams appear to be playing with caution. Both teams appear to be playing with caution. In these early moments, Villa has 60.7% of the possession. Manchester United has 33.3% of the possession. However, Manchester United appears to be using the ball better than Aston Villa. Foul 2-2 for each of the teams. The stats are basically has not been eventful so far. Apparently, both teams have started very cautiously. Both teams have started very cautiously. Both teams have started very cautiously. 9 minutes into the game, no shots on target, no shots off target, no blocked shots, nothing, 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 nothing. Where are you watching the game from? Where are you seeing the game from? Manchester United versus Aston Villa. From where are you seeing the game? What are your predictions? What are your predictions? From where are you seeing the game? What are your predictions? United is going to triumph against Aston Villa, or do you think it's going to be a draw game? How many goals do you think is going to be scored in the game? How many goals? A barren draw game, even at the 9th minute. Still a barren draw game, even at the 9th minute. Still a barren draw game, even at the 9th minute. No goals to report. The two teams have started the game very cautiously. The two teams have started the game very, very cautiously. There have been, the latest one is the one awarded to Aston Villa following a foul by who? By Casemiro. So there have been nothing exquisite to report in the game. Nothing exquisite to report in the game. Nothing exquisite to report in the game so far. I think the two teams understand how important this game is to their top four finishing and then qualification for Champions League, UEFA Champions League. So they have approached the match very, very carefully. They have approached the match very, very carefully. So both teams are really very cautious in their approach to the game, and that is why the opening minutes of this game is that's why the opening minutes of this game is cagey, lacking in events. Just remembered something that Pep Guardiola said following his press conference in yesterday's game. He said he should be blamed for the outcome of the game, that he chose the wrong lineup. I wonder why he ended up saying that. Probably Manchester City has the second leg game between them and Real Madrid in mind, and so they didn't come out with their best mental disposition to face West Ham yesterday. I guess that is what he's referring to. That was why they dropped costly points against Aston Villa. The matches at the other centers, three other um, 2 p.m., 3 p.m. kickoff, depending on where you are. Crystal Palace versus Leeds United, 11 minutes into the game, they are still playing 0-0. Nottingham Forest versus Fulham is still playing 0-0. Of course, the one we are covering, Manchester United, Aston Villa, is 12 minutes gone, still 0-0. Apparently, all the games that began at the same time this afternoon are at a barren draw. No goals to report. No goals to report. What do you think? Aston Villa versus Manchester United, or rather Manchester United versus Aston Villa. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? Other matches at the other centers, Crystal Palace Leeds United is Nottingham Forest versus Fulham. Of course, that's a very important match for Nottingham Forest, because yesterday West Ham United, following their draw with Manchester City, went above Nottingham Forest, their position on the table. They need a result in this game to reclaim at the Stadium of Dreams between the Red Devils and Aston Villa. 12 minutes gone, still 0-0 between Manchester United and Aston Villa. No goals to report. Still 0-0. Just fouls here and there, fouls here and there, fouls here and there. The latest is who? Casemiro fouls goal. No attempts at 12 minutes yet. No attempts at, no shots on target, no shots off target. It's a cagey encounter. On the stats, Aston Villa still on possession 67.9 to Aston Villa, 10.1 to Manchester United. Both teams have not recorded any shots, whether shots on targets or shots off targets. None. Fouls, Manchester United 3. No cards for both teams, no red. No save. Is a pretty dull encounter, a very casual. Both teams have approached this match with caution. 15 minutes in, nothing to report. No goals, no attempts on target, no shots. Just fouls, little fouls here and there. Little fouls here and there. The game has not been eventful as expected. The game has not been eventful as expected. Both teams have approached the game very cautiously. Both teams have approached the game very, very cautiously. Both teams have approached the game very, very cautiously. Both teams have approached the game very, very cautiously. Manchester United versus Aston Villa is a battle for the top 4 for UEFA Champions League qualification. Manchester United and Aston Villa are currently on 51 points. 51 points on the table. 51 points on the table. But Manchester United is presently above Aston Villa on the table due to goal advantage. So you can see why this game is, taken very cautiously by both teams. Is a casual counter. The first corner kick of the game. The first corner kick of the game. Manchester United has the first corner kick of the game. Manchester United has the first corner kick of the game. Awarded in the 17th minute. First corner kick awarded in the 17th minute. The game is still 0-0. The game is still 0-0. Nothing came out of the corner kick. Nothing came out of the corner kick. That's the first corner kick of the game at around 17th, 18th minutes. So far, Manchester United, okay, there has been one shot on target. As Aston Villa. 54 possession. There have been one shot attempted at goal by both teams. One shot attempted at goal by both teams. What do you think? The way I see this game going, the first half might just be a draw. But both teams are opening up gradually as we enter the second half of the first half. The game is opening gradually. Both teams are beginning to attempt They are beginning to dare. They are beginning to push attack. They are beginning to come out of their shells. Both teams are now a little. They are less. Hopefully, we might see Manchester United or from Aston Villa before the end of this half. We might see a goal before the end of this half. We might. Sorry. We have some network challenges, but we are back. We are back. 22 minutes in, no goal to report. 23 minutes in, no goal to report. 23 minutes in, no goal to report. No goal to report. No goals to report. There have been attempts. Amad Diallo had a chance for Manchester United. Header from the center of the box, but is saved by Emiliano Martinez. I think that came from a corner kick. That came from a corner kick conceded by Tyrone Mings. So you see, Manchester United are beginning to push. Amad Diallo always had a goal there. A very beautiful header. Heading in at the bottom of the goal post, by the left corner of the post. But it was saved by Martinez. Of course, he's one of the best keepers in the world. It was saved. See, Manchester United are beginning to push the attack. That was a very close chance. But it was saved by the goalkeeper. Score is still 0-0. Manchester United 0, Aston Villa 0. But Manchester United has come closest to scoring. They have come closest to scoring, even though they are yet to score. They have come closest to scoring. The game is opening up gradually. The game is opening up gradually. 24 minutes in. There have been three shots at goal by Manchester United. One on target, two off target. Then Aston Villa has had 2 shots on target, and the 2 of them have been off target. Manchester United has had 3 corner kicks, and Aston Villa has had none. 3 corner kicks to none. So you can see that Manchester United apparently is doing more than Aston Villa regarding attempts to win the game. John McGinn just missed an attempt for Aston Villa. Left-footed shot from outside the box. It went high and wide off the right of the goalpost. He was assisted by Lucas Digne. Another beautiful attempt by Aston Villa, but it was a shot off target. Like I said, approaching the second half of the first half, is 24 minutes in. Both teams are beginning to make decent attempts to score a goal. The game is now less cagey. It's not as cagey as it was at the beginning. Both teams are now attacking fiercely. They are now attacking fiercely. A headed attempt at goal by Amad was followed by a ferocious shot from outside the 18 by John McGinn. Of course, it went wide of the post, but it was an attempt. 24 to 25 minutes into the game. The game is still 0-0. No goals to report, but it is becoming very interesting. Manchester United is making efforts to score. Aston Villa is doing the same. Manchester United is making efforts to score. Aston Villa is doing the same. It's a battle for the top four. It's a battle for the top four. It's a battle for the top four. Both teams are separated by goal difference at the top of the Premier League table. Aston Villa is on fourth. Manchester United is on third with 51 points, separated by goal difference. So it is great significance for who finishes third and fourth on the Premier League table. None of these teams would like to lose this game. None would like to lose this game. Both would like that at the end of this game, they remain close to each other. That's why I end up in a draw. It might just end up in a draw. Although I believe Manchester United has an advantage because they have less games to look at before and after. As Aston Villa has a European tie to look at after this game by Thursday. So let's see what is happening at the other encounters. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Still nothing to report. Manchester United is still playing goalless draw. Of course, there have been attempts. Diallo has come closest to scoring, but his header was saved. Yes, it was the closest to a goal in the encounter. He had a chance at the end of the day. Saved the day for Aston Villa. So and it's still 0-0. It's still 0-0. Looking at this game, what do you think? What do you think if you are the coach of Aston Villa? What would you do? What would you change to see that there is a breakthrough? If you are the coach of Aston Villa, would you prefer a draw in this game? Wow. 29 minutes across the centers. 29 minutes still barring draw. 0-0 draw. Nottingham Forest versus Fulham. No goal to report. 0-0. Crystal Palace versus Leeds United. No goal to report. 0-0. The game in Crystal Palace versus Leeds United is already 31 minutes spent. Remember, Fulham Nottingham game of epic significance also at the bottom of the table because at least a point to reclaim their position yesterday by West Ham following their draw against Manchester. So I know Nottingham Forest will be doing everything possible to win against Fulham at their home stadium. But so far there is nothing to report. It's still 0-0 between Nottingham Forest and Fulham. Between Crystal Palace and Leeds. Apparently all the 3 p.m. kickoff goalless. They are still goalless anywhere so far in the Premier League. All encounters are still barring draw. All the encounters are still barring draw. All the encounters are still barring draw. Barring draw. Barring draw. We might just end up seeing all 3 p.m. kickoff at 0-0 in the first half. We might just end up. Let's look at the statistics for the Manchester United game. Let's look at the stats. Let's look at the stats. Let's look at the stats for the Manchester United game. Manchester United game. Manchester United is still leading 4.2%. Shots on target has been very, very slim and narrow. Manchester United 1, Aston Villa 0. Shot attempt 2-2, but on target Manchester United has 1 and Aston Villa has nothing. Corner kicks Manchester United 3, Aston Villa 0. Saves Manchester United 0, Aston Villa 1. It's quite a very cagey encounter. Very cagey encounter. Very cagey encounter. Very cagey encounter. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts about this game? What are your thoughts about this game? What do you think about this game? What do you think about the game right now? What do you think tactically? What do you think about this game tactically? What do you think is going on? What do you think could be in the mind of both coaches? What do you think could be in the mind of both coaches in this game? 29 minutes, 30 minutes spent. Still no goals to report. Still no goal to report. Still no. It still remains a very cagey encounter. Still no goal to report. It remains a very cagey encounter. Both teams are trying, are putting more effort to lose the game than to win it. That is what I see in this encounter. It's impossible not to lose the game rather than to win it. That's what I see, and that is why the game is as cagey as it is. Both teams are trying instead of winning it. None of them wants to lose. And that is the approach. None of them wants to lose. It is right now. None of the teams want to. Very, very cagey, very, very cautious in their approach. That is why the game is the way it is at the moment. Let's see what comes out from this corner kick by Manchester United. It's a short one, a pass from the flank. Has a chance. It's a shot and it was blocked. Ahmad is with the ball. Manchester United to pull out. Oh, cross by Ahmad. Maguire couldn't reach that cross. It was a good chance. It was a good chance, but missed. Oh, it would have been offside. It would have been offside. It would have been offside if he got to it. If he had gotten to it, it would have been offside. It would have been offside. I think Manchester United have realized that they have to take the bull by the horn and attack Aston Villa. I think that is what Ole Watkins and John McGinn have been the most active players for Aston Villa so far. That is not to say they are posing great threats to the Manchester United goalpost, but they have been the most active. Oh, what a skill! What a great skill by Bruno Fernandes there. Oh, what a chance! Blocked again. Casemiro shot and blocked. Oh my God! Casemiro, what a shot! But blocked. Villa are now defending. They are just, packed on the pitch. 36 minutes on. Aston Villa is packed at their own side of the pitch. Manchester United is building gradually. Almost all the players are on the half of Aston Villa. Bruno Fernandes is with the ball. But a chance. That should have been a goal. That should
person.
He fluffed his
There's
foot.
the vision again from Bruno
Oh my God,
Fernandes.
what a pass
The
by
ability
Bruno
to see the run,
Fernandes.
see Dallo with his hand up
He's
and
clearly
thinking he's got the
onside.
problem. He's got Ahmed.
Oh my
He doesn't
God.
know that.
Oh my,
Dallo
that
is
should have been the
behind him.
first goal.
Credit to Buendia.
That's a.
Possibly just as enough
Oh,
to
he
put him
couldn't
on.
just adjust his
He
feet
almost
well.
shins it, doesn't he, Dallo?
His foot. Ah, that should have been a goal.
You don't want good goal
He
scoring
had a
chances
clear
like
sight
the
on
fullbacks,
goal.
do you, Steve?
No, not at all.
What a miss.
Lee Dixon and Graham Lasso would
What
not
a
put
miss.
them away.
What a miss.
But you put them away.
Manchester United is in total control of this game now. 37 minutes spent. Be in total control of this game. I think the way it is going, we might see a goal before the end of this half. They are in full control of the game, Manchester United.
One more
In full
Premier League
control.
game across this weekend. It's tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern on USA. Brentford against Wolves.
But with the ball, he takes off his man, plays a pass into the 18-yard box, but clears out. Aston Villa is with the ball now, trying to build from behind.
On USA.
Oh, they couldn't. Manchester United is back with the ball. Manchester United is back with the ball. It's 38 minutes into the game, first half. Aston Villa, they are defending with their lives. It's like they have come for a draw. Like I said, I don't think they just don't want to lose the game. They would prefer the game to end draw than a loss for them.
Their last 8 at Old Trafford.
They needed that to happen. They needed to change the narrative around Old Trafford, and to Old Trafford become easy for teams.
Rodgers.
That should be a counter-attack for Aston
Ollie
Villa.
Watkins.
Ollie Watkins is with the ball.
Rodgers is sprinting to get on the
Rodgers
end
is
of anything
sprinting
that might come in
forward.
with.
He couldn't get the pass to Rodgers. They are still with the ball. There should be a chance. Oh,
Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw does a very good defending there. It's a goal kick.
So well there, Harry Maguire.
Stout defending. Majestic defending by
Too
Luke Shaw.
early, read the movement from
He
Ollie
defended so
Watkins
well there. He
extremely
defended
He
so well.
backed him into the
If
penalty
not,
area,
that would
held
have
his
been
ground. And
a
he
true
did.
pass to
And the
Rodgers
help
to
here
tap in.
ensured as well that
To
that
tap
full
in
post
by
area,
behind the
reading
post.
pass.
Is that a goal kick or a corner kick?
Again, just needing a moment.
Okay. Okay.
Again, by the way, used to join us in Tampa for our next Premier League Fan Fest. 5 weeks till the 18th and 19th. You can register by going to premierleague.com/morningslive. And what a weekend that is shaping up to be. The centrepiece being Manchester City against Arsenal on the Sunday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern.
Look at how Euro missed that pass,
Their title decider.
giving advantage to Aston Villa. Throwing.
Tampa, place.
Just giving you the address to register if you want to go.
I think I'm working that weekend, John. However, I would love to go.
Watkins. It's clear enough that the assistant is
Offside. Watkins, that should be a yellow card. He played the ball after the whistle. Yeah, the yellow card, the first yellow card of the game.
Stupid of Ollie Watkins.
Frustration.
I think that's just more frustration.
It's frustration,
The way
it's
his
frustration.
afternoon has gone.
That should have. Oh, it's pure offside. It's pure offside. Offside.
It's a couple of yards offside. The whistle clearly goes.
And he still
Why
plays the
he feels
ball.
like he needs to do that.
Pure yellow card.
Beyond
Pure
me.
yellow card. Pure yellow card. Pure yellow card. I think Aston Villa, they are beginning to come into the game.
around at Old Trafford at the
I
moment.
think they are beginning to. They have soaked the pressure.
About before, John,
5
it's
to 7 minutes of
playing
pressure,
into
and they are
Aston
now
Villa's
taking the game to
exactly
Manchester
what they
United.
want. Manchester United in the
They
last
are
few
taking the
weeks
game
have
to
probably been a
Manchester
little bit
United right
spoilt, and
now.
probably expect a little bit more from their team today. It was never an easy game, this.
Okay, could this be
Judged by different standards now to earlier
Manchester
seasons,
United are
absolutely.
building from behind? Are building from behind? They are building from behind. 42 minutes into the game, 3 minutes to stoppage time.
Amorim.
Are building from behind.
Cunha, Mainu,
punch battles going on at the midfield. Aston Villa emerged with the ball. That should be a counter attack. 4 against 3. 4 against 3. Aston Villa with a chance. Oh, Yoro did a. What a superb piece of defending by Leno Yoro. Wow, the game is back and forth. Manchester United now with their own chance to counter. Bruno Fernandes with the ball. What a shot. Oh no, wide. It's becoming more interesting now. The game that's opened up. Both teams are now attacking. Bruno Fernandes. He wanted to coil that ball, but the ball did not coil out at all.
Yes, he's capable of the special.
It's a good hit, but without a coiler. So the ball just went harmlessly far wide of the goal post. What a wonderful piece of defending by Leno Yoro. What a wonderful piece of defending by Leno Yoro.
He almost took 3 Manchester
He
United
just saved
players out
Manchester United from
press
conceding a goal there.
Little shimmy.
Wonderfully
Barkley feeds into
taking the ball away from
You just feel like that's Ollie Watkins at the moment.
Rogers.
Just a little bit of lack of belief in what
Manchester United, and
Watkins heads this
that should be by Leno Yoro. 44 minutes in.
Rogers, one of his finest days this season, was
44
against
minutes
Manchester
in.
United just prior to Christmas.
44 minutes
goals in
in.
a 2-1 win, but he's only scored 1 in 12 since.
Yeah, and that's arguably why Aston Villa are struggling at the moment, because playing and Ollie Watkins
What do you
aren't
think?
performing. Maybe they're performing,
I
but they're not
predicted
getting
it.
the
This
results
game
of
is probably going to end 0-0 in the first half. But let's see what comes out from this
system with it.
set piece by Aston Villa.
Was
Oh.
arriving.
Corner kick.
It's well enough marshaled.
Corner kick.
It's going to be a corner.
Considered by Amad Diallo.
As well, Mainu. I think Onana's fallen
Sorry,
awkwardly.
from by
It is
Kobe
such a
Mainu.
run off at Old Trafford. It's strange.
That could be the last chance.
3 or 4 yards off the pitch, and there's a run away.
That could be the last chance to score a goal in this half, and Aston Villa has that chance. John McGinn moves to take the corner kick. It is 45 minutes in.
To signify 1 minute of Lexus
Okay, 1
stoppage
minute
time.
of added time. We have completed the official 45 minutes. 1 minute has been added. Corner kick to Aston Villa.
John McGinn with the corner.
Corner kick to Aston Villa.
The volley by Shaw.
Cleared by Manchester United.
Cunha.
That's a chance for a counter attack. Kobe Mainu. Okay, Ahmad with the ball.
Cunha.
That should be the last chance of the game. What can Manchester United do? They lost it already, but they are still with the ball.
Casemiro now.
Lost again. Aston Villa clears their line.
Is that a shot?
I'd like to think not.
Wow. Some pace
It's
on
been a
that.
very poor first half for good teams,
Luke
I must
Shaw.
say.
Thompson. Barkley.
I must say. The second half, the first half, I just
Drives at Old Trafford.
the final whistle. It's
And
halftime.
we are goalless.
Halftime at Old
Chanceless,
Trafford.
but goalless.
Halftime.
Enterprise of both sides.
Goalless.
Plenty of industry as well. Coming up at half-time, Rebecca
Let's see
Lowe,
what
Robbie
happens
Earle,
at the
Howard
other
with
centres.
highlights and reaction and analysis.
Villa is goalless at the end of the first half. Barring draw. 0-0 draw. Manchester United versus Aston Villa. First half 0-0. Nothing to report. The game started on a very cagey way, but it opened up towards the end. Yet none of the teams was able to, find the goal. Let's see what happens at the end of the game. All draw at the end. All the 3 p.m. kickoff or 2 p.m. kickoff, depending on where you are, all ended draw. Crystal Palace Leeds United 0-0 draw. Aston Villa Manchester United 0-0 draw. Nottingham Forest versus Fulham 0-0 draw. No goals to report. Apparently there's a drought. There's a drought in goals this Sunday 3 p.m. kickoff games. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think should be done by the coaches? The coach as the coach of Manchester United and that of Aston Villa. The first half has been played and dusted. No goals. If you are Unai Emery, what are you going to do? And if you are Michael Carrick, what changes are you going to make to ensure that your team emerges sharper from the dressing room and then probably go on? So like I was saying, it could be a game of barren, or it could even be one of any team that scores first this game. That's my thought, because it's a very cagey encounter. Both teams are very cautious approach. It's a very and I don't see any team making a change. I don't see any of the coaches making any change. Of course, Chesko is going to come in, but I think he's going to come in maybe 20 minutes into the second half. 20 minutes into the second half. If I am Michael Carrick, United to push harder, because I think Manchester United has an advantage at home. They are at home and they had more days of rest, and they have nothing to look forward to at the end of this encounter until the weekend. Unlike Aston Villa that has a European with is it with Lille or a French club in the Europa League. So but Manchester United has nothing to look up to. So they have to come out, push for the victory, because if eventually Manchester United to score a goal and win this game, wow! Imagine it will be 3 points, 3 clear points ahead of Aston Villa, and that will be massive. And that will be massive for qualification to the Champions League. So they have to come out, push to win the game. They are fresher, more rested, and more mentally disposed than Aston Villa, considering the fact that they are not in Europe. So Manchester United has to come out ablazing in the second half and take the game to Aston Villa and then win it, given that they're at home too. So it's all advantage Manchester United. I think the coach should talk to the boys, let them come out and take the game to Aston Villa and win it. Enough of this cautious display. It's the advantage. They should not lose it. It's an opportunity to have, to take a firmer control of the third place on that table, to kind of set a distance, a gap between themselves and Aston Villa. They shouldn't be sharing that position with Aston Villa on the same points at the end of today's game, because they have all the advantage. So even if it's a goal, of course, it's football. Anything can still happen, but this is my view. If I'm Michael Carrick, I will tell the boys to come out in the second half and take the game to Aston Villa. Win it. So what do you think? What do you think has been going on? What do you think is the tactical battle going on between the... If you're a Manchester United fan, can I see your reaction, please? Manchester United fan, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think should be done? Are you impressed with the approach of the coach, with the energy and the, if you like, the display the players have put in? Are you satisfied? Are you satisfied? What would you do? What would you do as we await the second half? The players are out in the dressing room receiving instructions from their managers. What do you think telling his boys in the dressing room about this game? What do you think Unai Emery will be telling his boys too at the away end of the dressing room? And if you are one of these coaches, and right here at the back.
Open the door first.
Talk, I'm busy.
Your feet.
Sorry, I went to put something in order. So what would be your take? What would be your advice? What would be your advice? Ramash, I guess you are offline already. I would have loved to see your opinion following the end of this half. Would have loved to see the changes you would have made. All the 3 p.m. kickoff games ended up in draw. Nottingham Forest versus Fulham 0-0 draw. Crystal Palace versus Leeds United 0-0 draw. No goals. No goals. Nothing to report. Nothing to report. Let's see what other on the betting games are. Remember, Liverpool is going to take on Spurs at the end of this encounter at 5:30 p.m. Spanish La Liga. In Spanish La Liga, Real Mallorca is leading Espanyol 2-1. The game is almost over. The game is almost over. They are the 7th minute of the extra time. In Italian Serie A, Pisa is losing goal to nothing. It's halftime. Sassuolo is losing at home against Bologna 1-0. It's halftime. At 6 p.m., Como, the team being coached by Cesc Fabregas, will be playing. That will be a very sweet game to watch. At night, it will be Lazio versus AC Milan. That will be a mouth-watering encounter. In the German Bundesliga, Werder Bremen is losing at home against Mainz. The game is just 26 minutes in. 26 minutes in. In the French league, Strasbourg is playing there. The 3 major leagues in Europe. What are your thoughts on the game between Manchester United and Aston Villa? What are your thoughts? Do you think Manchester United can win this? Do you think Manchester United can win this, or do you think it's going to end in a draw? Let's look at the statistics for the game. A halftime statistic. The stats at halftime. Shots on target: Manchester United 1, Aston Villa 0. Total attempts at goal: Manchester United 6, Aston Villa 2. Yellow cards: Aston Villa 1, Manchester United 0. Corner kicks: Manchester United 4, Aston Villa 1. Manchester United 0, Aston Villa 1. Manchester United started this game on a 4-2-3-1 formation. Why? In fact, both teams started the same type of formation, 4-2-3-1. Both of them have the same type of formation. Remember, Manchester United still have some key players on the bench. Somebody like Šeško. Šeško has always come into the game to score important goals for Manchester United. Probably when he comes in the second half, he might be able to deliver the goods for Manchester United. As it stands right now on the table, is 51. So they are on 3rd position. Aston Villa is 51 points and plus 5 goal difference. Of course, Arsenal is at the top of the table, 9 points clear of Manchester City, 70 points. Manchester City 61 points. Manchester City 61 points. Chelsea is 5th place with 48 points. Liverpool is also 1 point. What it means is that if Liverpool wins Tottenham, if Liverpool evening, they will above Chelsea. They will go to the 5th place above Chelsea. In fact, if Aston Villa loses this game, if they lost the game and the because they have more goals more than Aston Villa. Liverpool now have 50 Aston Villa, but with more goal difference. So you see the reason why Aston Villa they will not like to lose this game. The battle at the top 4 is very, very close. It's very, very close. So Liverpool can end up this match between Manchester United and Aston Villa. Wolverhampton Wanderers are still at the bottom with 16 points. Burnley 20. Nottingham Forest 28. If Nottingham Forest fails to take any point from this game today, if they fail to take any point from this game today, they will remain third from behind. Because yesterday West Ham managed to pull out a very important draw against Manchester City, and with that result, they got 1 point above Nottingham Forest. So West Ham is at 29 points, and with a very fair goal difference of 19. Minus 19. Not fair, though. Not fair. I thought that was plus. Tottenham is also in a serious mess. Sorry about that. In a serious mess too. They are also struggling with relegation because they are 29 points and have a goal difference of -7. So, as we are looking at the battle on the top of the Premier League table, we also have to look at the battle at the bottom of the log. I also have to look at the battle at the bottom of the log. I think this game is going to end up with a full-time draw, barring draw, or just a slender victory. Could be 1-0 in favor of Manchester United. That's what I see in this game. It could be just a slender draw or a 1-0 win in favor of Manchester United at the end of the game. That could just be how the game might pan out. So we are still on halftime. We are anticipating the boys to show out to pour into the stadium anytime soon. We are expecting the boys to pour into the stadium anytime soon. In the Manchester United substitute bench, we have players like Tyrell Malacia, Manuel Ugarte, Nuzal Mazraoui, Ale Bayenda, Mason Mount, Tyler Fletcher, Joshua Zirkzee, Aiden Heaven, and Benjamin Sesko. Who do you think can come in and make the difference? Of course, Sesko. This bench is not that poor. Some really good names there, like Benjamin Sesko, Joshua Zirkzee, Mazraoui, and maybe Ugarte. Who do you think can come in and make a difference in this game? Who do you think? If I'm the coach, I'm not going to make, a change for now. I will wait and watch the game for the next 10 to 20 minutes and see the trajectory before I decide on what to do. Obviously, Sesko is going to come in sometime in the game. But how early should the manager bring in Sesko? And if Sesko is going to come in, who is going to leave the pitch? Considering the game so far, who do you think has been the worst player in the Manchester United team? Who do you think has been poor, especially from the midfield to the attack? Who do you think should make way if there's going to be a substitution, who do you think is going to make way for, obviously, Shescu to come in? Who do you think? Who do you think? What are your final predictions for this game? What are your final predictions for this game? What are your final predictions? Manchester United versus Aston Villa. And what are your predictions for other games? Crystal Palace versus Leeds United. I think that game is going to end in a draw. And then Nottingham Forest versus Fulham. That might also be another draw game. That might also be another draw game. That might also be another draw game. So, but what are your predictions? What are your predictions? Okay. I think Manchester United versus Aston Villa is back. The game is back. The game is on. Let me go back to the screen and see what is going on. Manchester United versus Aston Villa is back on screen. It's back on screen. Let me see what is happening there. That game is back on screen. I don't think there has been any substitution so far. I don't think there has been any substitution.
He actually has a shorter trip home than most. Anthony Taylor, he only lives
The
down
game
the
is
road
back
a
on
bit
screen. I think it's already 48 minutes into the game.
He's reached the position of being allowed to officiate both senior Manchester teams
I
because
don't
he
think
supports
there has been.
neither.
If there's any, unfortunately, I didn't capture it, but I don't think there has been any change on both sides.
Cunha.
I don't think. Cunha is presently battling for the ball with but he lost it.
Rodgers.
He lost it. Wow, I thought that was a foul. The referee said no. Both teams have re-emerged with great energy and vigor. The game has become very, very challenging. Some rough play here and there, but the game, largely the referee has allowed the game to flow. Wow. That looks like a chance for Manchester United, but it has been lost. It has been lost. I think the game has started exactly the same way it ended. Manchester United taking initiatives, trying to attack, while Aston Villa is doing the defending. Okay, Manchester United is attacking, Aston Villa is defending, just as it were in the first half.
Great contrast to what we had at kickoff.
I doubt if you are going to see a goal in this game.
Maybe that's actually
I doubt. It's too cage.
this is Manchester.
It's too cage. It's too cage. If Manchester United wishes to get anything from this game, they have to work it faster. They have to work it faster. Ahmad with the ball. What can he do? What can he do? It's Bruno Fernandes back to Ahmad. What can he do? That's a chance for Manchester United. Oh no, the corner kick. The shot was blocked. The shot was blocked. Corner kick for Manchester United. That was a chance. A shot taken by Bruno Fernandes, but it was blocked, resulting to a corner kick for Manchester United. Corner kick to be taken by Bruno Fernandes. I think it's going to be an in-swinger. It's going to be an in-swinger from Bruno Fernandes. Oh no! Cleared. Cunha. Oh, another corner kick, I think. No. There was no contact. Cunha's shot was over the bar.
It's a really good header from Tyrone Mings. Sure he
what
gets
a massive
back in.
clearance by Tyrone Mings.
Big header, strong header. As it
Straight
comes off
to
Cunha. He's
Cunha,
got that
but the
quality.
shot
We know
was
he's got
blocked.
that capability. Someone like him, composure.
A goal kick taken by Aston Villa. Manchester United are back with the ball. Lost. Won by Aston Villa in the middle of the field by Rogers. The ball is with Rogers. He has lost it. Manchester United is back with the ball. That's the counter attack. 2 against 3. And Mbeumo with the shot. Oh no, blocked. That's the ferocious shot. Blocked. What a strike by Mbeumo. But it was I don't think that is a comfortable save. I don't really think. I disagree with the commentary. That's not a comfortable save. He really walked Martinez. That's a ferocious strike. So much venom. An excellent goalkeeping there by Martinez. It's a corner kick. Let's see what comes out of the corner kick.
Bruno Fernandes.
Fernandes takes it. Oh no! What a goal! That's a goal. That's a goal. Casemiro scores for Manchester United. Casemiro scores for Manchester United. 1-0 from the set piece. Casemiro scores from the corner kick by Bruno Fernandes. What a header. The ball struck the base of the woodwork before going in. No chance of any foul or offside. That's a beautiful goal. Casemiro celebrates with the fans. Manchester United 1, Aston Villa 0. Beautiful. Beautiful. This guy is going to leave the club at the end of the season, but he's going to be a massive loss. He's going to be a massive loss for Manchester United. What a goal. What a goal by Casemiro, assisted by Mr. Assist, Bruno Fernandes. Manchester United takes the lead. Manchester United takes the lead. Manchester United take the lead. Is Manchester United 1, Manchester United 1, Aston Villa 0. Goal scored by Casemiro, assisted by who? By Bruno Fernandes from a corner kick. That was a very wonderful header. The ball struck the base of the woodwork before going in. Martinez had no chance of saving that. No chance at all. No chance at all. It was a deadly header. No chance at all. It was a deadly header. Game on. Game on. I know with this goal, Aston Villa is going to come out. They are going to come out and blazing to see if they can if they can pick up a draw. Would that create more chance for Manchester United to score more goals? It's going to be the counter is going to be more open now. Obviously, it's going to be more open right now because I think they came into the game with a defensive mindset. That is Aston Villa. They came to pick a draw, but now they have conceded from the corner kick. Let's see how they react. Let's see how they react. Let's see how Aston Villa reacts to this goal considered. You see, they have come out creating more chance for Manchester United to. Would that be creating more chance for Manchester United to score them more goals? Remember, Manchester United now leads the game. It's Manchester United 1, Aston Villa 0. Manchester United 1, Aston Villa 0. A goal scored by Casemiro, assisted from a corner kick taken by Bruno Fernandes. It was a beautifully headed goal. Manchester United 1, Aston Villa 0. Manchester United 1, Aston Villa 0. Now Aston Villa will now come out to play. They have been very much defensive, protecting their 1 point. But now they will be forced to come out. They will be forced surely to come out. Let's see how they react. Let's see how they react. Let's see how Aston Villa reacts to this goal they conceded. Let's see how Aston Villa reacts. So far, they have reacted well. They have taken the game to Manchester United. They have pushed out to see if they can equalize. They have a free kick right now. They have a free kick. Let's see what comes out. Oh no, it was blocked. It was blocked. It was blocked. It was blocked by the wall. It's a corner kick for Aston Villa. Like I said, you see, since they conceded the goal, they have come out to play. They are now attacking Manchester United. Manchester United is now doing what Aston Villa was doing before they conceded. It's a corner kick for Aston Villa. It's a corner kick for Aston Villa. Oh no, it's cleared, it's cleared. The chance is still with Aston Villa, but the ball is outside the 18-yard of the Manchester United. That's a dangerous ball, but has been cleared by Manchester United. Far away into the half of Aston Villa. Okay. Manchester United is now defending, Aston Villa is attacking. I hope this will not be costly for Manchester United. I hope it will not be costly for Manchester United. Aston Villa is doing the attacking now. Manchester United is defending. It's psychological. Psychological. The team that is in more need of the game attacks. Why the other one that is comfortable defense?
Frustrated all afternoon. Picked up a yellow card. Emery's thinking if he was to pick up another 10 men here.
Manchester United is defending their one goal lead. Aston Villa is trying to create something, building patiently from behind. Rodgers with the ball. Oh no, that's a free kick for Aston Villa. Just after the 18-yard box by the side, it's not at the middle of the pitch.
One thing that Anthony Taylor was very clear on was that it was a
foul.
That's
a foul, but I don't think there's a card there.
Casemiro. Just leaves a little bit on.
That's a foul by Casemiro, but I don't think there's a card. Okay, but it's a bad fall from Rodgers. I hope he's not injured. I hope he's not injured. He didn't fall well. But thank God. Good to know Rodgers is back on his feet. There are two players warming up to be substituted. They're about to be substituted. Who is that? Is that who is that?
Change the way that Aston Villa play because we know
two players are about to come in for Aston Villa.
He wants to get in 1v1 situations. So
I think one is a striker.
Aston Villa are a little bit
the one on jersey number 18. I can't really pick out his name now. Okay, that is Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham is coming in for Aston Villa. Tammy Abraham is coming in for Aston Villa. I don't know which other the other player, but there are two of them coming in, about to be substituted in. Yeah, hello, hi. Who are you? Greetings, dear friend. Your name is so lengthy, I can't even pronounce it. Hi, how are you? Are you seeing the game? What are your predictions for the game? What are your predictions? What are your predictions? I can see your comments. Oh no, it's a missed opportunity for Aston Villa. Missed completely. That was a brilliant ball, but Tyrone Mings.
Tyrone Mings climbed so well, but almost
he climbed so well, but he really
didn't
hit it well.
He's under no pressure at all.
He's under pressure, my friend. How would you say he's not under any pressure? Did you see the number of bodies? Ole Watkins is out. Tammy Abraham is in. And McGinn is out. John McGinn is also out. Wow, that's surprising. And then and Bailey, yes, that's John Bailey. John Bailey is out. He's in. So Watkins and John McGinn are out. Tammy Abraham and John Bailey are in for Aston Villa. 60th minute of the game. So Aston Villa has used 2 of their 5 substitution spots. They have used 2 of their 5 substitution spots. If you're on the comments, please, can I see what you think? Can I hear your opinion on this game? Manchester United versus Aston Villa is 1-0 lead. A slender lead. Manchester United has the lead. Courtesy of a goal scored by Casemiro and assisted by Bruno Fernandes. What is your opinion? What do you think about this game? How do you think it's going to end? How do you think it's going to end? How do you think it's going to end? Manchester United is taking the initiative right now. Oh my God. Who is this? That's Mino. Wow. Strength. What a show of strength and skill that Kobe Manu to navigate, go through number of bodies. What a pass! That should have been a goal. Oh my God! What a pass from Casemiro, and Dalot almost caught from it. Wow! This is good football. Oh, Dalot tried. Oh, it didn't even hit it. It was by the shoulder. That would have been a goal if it had struck his head. That's beautiful football for Manchester United. Beautiful football for Manchester United.
A significant step towards Champions League qualification if Manchester United can see this through.
Honestly, I agree with the commentator. If Manchester United can see this through, it will be a massive. It will be massive for their prospects to make it to Europe. It will be massive.
Figures of European football, the travel that the teams have got at the moment.
No, it's a luxury in that regard.
But the game is still fast spent. Still, a lot is still going to go on in this game. There's a chance. Kamebana with the ball here. What a chance! A chance for Aston Villa. A chance! Oh, great defending there. Great defending by Manchester United. That was a great chance for Tammy Abraham to score a goal.
This is a brilliant move from back to front from Aston Villa. Lovely little flick around the corner from Morgan Rogers.
That was close.
An excellent afternoon.
That was close.
To Abrams, and I just thought it's a little bit of a sluggish
that
ball
was
into
close.
Lucadinha. He does well. Now what does Onana do?
That was close. Onana almost had it in.
Brilliant save.
That's
from
a brilliant save from Lemens. Wow. A brilliant save. That was just mere instinct. Brilliant save. It's a 200 save. He saw the ball clearly. It's not instinct. He saw it. Brilliant save.
Leon Bailey.
Another chance for Aston Villa, but cleared by Manchester United. Oh, Aston Villa still has that ball in the 18 of Manchester United. The pressure is piling on Manchester United. What a chance! Oh my God, equalizer. 1-1. Aston Villa equalizes. Oh my God. Ross Barkley. What a shot. What a bomb of a shot from within the 18-yard box. The Manchester United players are protesting. Probably this goal is going to be reviewed. Let's see what happens. But for now, it is 1-1. Aston Villa equalizes. Aston Villa equalizes from the corner kick.
This is the instant here where it hits the midriff or the hands of Tyrone Mings. To me, that looks so close. It's very difficult to call. But that ball there, as it comes across, Ross Barkley sets himself. Also,
could this be ruled out for offside or for handball?
It's not Tammy Abrams, sorry.
It's Onana. Onana is standing in offside position, blocking the view of the goalkeeper.
Well. It's a brilliant finish from Ross Barkley.
This goal might be. The goal did not stand. The goal did not. Game is back on. Game on. Game on. 1-1. Aston Villa 1. Manchester United 1. This game that appears very, very slow and cagey in the first half has opened up. I thought that goal is offside. I thought, what do you think? What do you think? Can I see? Should the goal have stood? With the referee's position, that I actually thought that Onana was obstructing the view because the shot went through him. What do you think? I really thought that goal would have been ruled offside. But as it stands now, Arsenal is Manchester United 1, Aston Villa 1. Oh my God. 68 minutes of play. The game has opened up. 68 minutes of play. Manchester United 1, Aston Villa 1. Aston Villa has forced themselves back into this game. Aston Villa has forced themselves back into this game. They are fully back in contention. They are fully back in contention. Honestly, I thought that goal wouldn't have stood. I was expecting the VAR to overrule that goal, but it stood. That goal is because Onana was standing on the path through which the ball went, the shot went, and somehow, intervening and then confusing the goalkeeper. Based on the new rules, that is supposed to be an offside position. But the goal is 1-1. Let's see. Manchester United were trying to reclaim their lead. But let's see what happens. They are doing everything possible to reclaim it, but it's not been easy. Wow. It's a war. It's a serious battle going on now. It's for Manchester United. Ahmad, is that a foul? Referee says play on. Referee says play on. Manchester United still with the ball. Oh no, what a chance. It's lost. What a display of skill by Rogers. Aston Villa with the chance now on the counter. Aston Villa on the counter attack. That is poor. That is a goal! What a goal! What a goal! What a goal! I need to know who assisted that ball. Wow! Beauty! Such a beautiful pass and a well-taken goal. 2-1. Manchester United 2, Aston Villa 1. Wow! These boys are balling. What is Michael Carrick doing to these boys? What a goal! 2-1. A wonderfully weighted cross for an assist. Who did that? Let me see.
Down in front, you can see Unai Emery in the picture there. He's absolutely furious.
Oh, beautiful! No chance of offside. No chance of offside. Oh my God, that is Fernandes. Second assist. What a pass! Oh, Cunha did wonderfully well. Just look at this pass. Such beauty.
Martinez can't set himself up. He can't get himself organised. It's quite brilliant finish from into that far corner.
Oh my God, Bruno Fernandes. What a player. Cunha did exceptional work with that finish. 2-1. 2-1. This game has defied my predictions. I thought it was going to be a one-goal lead, but we have 3 goals now. 3
So
goals.
David Beckham's name is removed from the record book. 16 assists in the Premier League
Wow.
for Bruno Fernandes this
16
season.
assists for Bruno
Simply
Fernandes.
incredible. Incredible numbers.
16 assists.
Gone off
2 in this game.
We were showing the replays there.
Wow.
There's a huge argument
What
between the Aston
a
Villa
midfield
players.
maestro.
It was Konsa,
Bruno Fernandes.
Bailey.
What a player.
Konsa's absolutely
What
furious
a
at
player.
Bailey for losing the ball at the top end of the pitch.
What a
They're out of
player.
position. They're unorganised.
What
Aston
a
Villa.
player, Bruno Fernandes. What a player, Bruno Fernandes. What a player, Bruno Fernandes. What a player, Bruno Fernandes. Wow. It's 2-1 now. Manchester United reclaimed their lead. Bruno Fernandes with the first and with the second assist, just like the first one. The first goal was scored by what was his name again? By Casemiro from a penalty. Header. And the second was scored by an assist from Bruno Fernandes. A true ball
Anthony
to
Taylor or his assistant,
Cunha
whoever
did
picked it
justice to
up.
that. So, and the goal by
Francesco comes on, he'll be replacing Brian Mbeumo.
the goal by Aston Villa was scored by Bruce Barkley. There was a review for offside, but eventually it stood the test of VAR. Wow. Šeško is about to come in. Who is going out? Šeško is about to come into Manchester United.
In his last round appearances,
Sheshko time. This is Sheshko time. Sheshko is about to come in for Manchester United. Sheshko is about to come in for Manchester United. Michael Carrick is giving him his final instructions. He's being prepared to come in. I wonder who is going to leave the pitch. Could it be Cunha? Cunha has been exciting. It cannot be Bueno. Or is it going to be Ahmad? It might be Ahmad. It might be Ahmad. Because Cunha has been exciting in this game. It might be Ahmad. Ahmad Diallo might be the one to leave. Except it's going to be a midfielder like that. It might be one of the front trio. Who is that? I think that's Mbeumo's. Is that Mbeumo's number 19? Who is 19? Manchester United. Okay, Mbeumo. Mbeumo has been pulled off of the game, has been removed. Chesko is passing instruction to Bruno Fernandes, apparently from the coach. I think this game is dusted. Manchester United has won this game. I don't see Aston Villa coming in. I don't see Aston Villa coming back. I don't see them coming back. Rather, still Manchester United to Aston Villa 1. Manchester United to Aston Villa 1. Let's see what is going on. Let's see what is happening at the centers of the game. Cunha is down. I hope he's not injured. Cunha is down. I hope he's not injured. I hope Cunha is not injured. He's down.
Physios are being called on.
This is going to be a massive 3 points for Manchester United if they hold it to the end. It's going to be a massive 3 points for Manchester United if they can hold it to the end. It's going to be a massive 3 points for Manchester United.
Frustrated at times because of his demeanour off the ball, the way he gestures and throws his arms about. But take nothing away from the quality on the pitch. On the
that ball for the second assist by
his ability
Bruno Fernandes
to find
is
the pass
massive.
is quite brilliant. He's got a swagger about him. He can borderline arrogant at times, but take nothing away from him. He is a special player.
Indeed, Bruno is special.
He's racked up some special stats.
Indeed,
Many of them
Bruno
in
is
a relatively
special.
poor
16
Manchester
assists
United.
Yeah, 100%.
this season and counting. 16 assists.
In a better team.
With this second assist, he eclipsed the record of Beckham for number of assists this season in Manchester United player. 16th assist of the season for Bruno Fernandes. That is massive. The game is 77 minutes. Manchester United still leads. 7 minutes. Manchester United 2, Aston Villa 1. Manchester United still leads. Manchester United 2, Aston Villa 1. Aston Villa is in control of the game right now. Aston Villa is in control of the game, patiently building from behind. They are in the Manchester United half of the pitch. Manchester United are defending very stoutly. Manchester United are defending very stoutly, not giving any chance at all to Aston Villa. They are not giving any chance at all to Aston Villa. They are not giving any chance at all to Aston Villa. They are not giving any chance at all to Aston Villa. No space for Aston Villa. Rodgers couldn't find a space, and it ended up being playing the ball
everything.
to
That's a
off
very
for
difficult
goal kick
skill.
Manchester United. He couldn't establish that connection with Onana.
A reminder that the Premier League continues tomorrow at 4 Eastern on USA with Brentford against Wolves. The build-up begins an hour earlier at 3
You can see
o'clock
the camera
Eastern.
just placed on
Premier
Unai
League live
Emery.
on USA. Premier League Goal Zone presented by Toyota.
I wonder what
follows
is
this
going through
match.
his mind.
Rebecca, Robbie and Tim with full reaction plus highlights and
Goal
analysis
kick for Manchester United.
from all 4
Lemens with the ball.
of today's Premier League fixtures.
Lemens with the ball.
Spurs still to come.
Manchester United trying to attack Chukwunya.
Sure.
I think what they'll just do now is it's the 78th minute of the game. Sorry, the 80th minute of the game. I think Manchester United will just do everything to sustain their lead. That's all. They don't need to do anything rash or stupid. Just maintain the tempo, sustain your lead, and keep your... That's a chance for Manchester United. Oh no. The chance is still there. Wow, that is goal number 3. Oh my God, Šeško scores again after coming in from the bench. Against the run of play. I never saw that coming. 3-0. 3-0. Šeško scores again. Manchester United 3. Aston Villa 1. I think the game is done and dusted. That is against the run of play. There was an attempt. It was blocked. I thought Aston Villa were already off the hook. I thought they were safe already from that attack. Only for Šeško to,
The ball from Casemiro
turn
is a beauty.
the clearance
Over the
into a
top,
goal.
Bogarde, he doesn't know where
Look
Cunha
at this.
is. He loses the flight
Šeško
of it. And then when Cunha
loses
gets
the
beyond him,
defense.
he tries to
Maka.
pick out the player, but as it comes back into
Oh,
Bogarde,
I see.
he
The
just comes at him
defender,
far too quickly.
the Aston Villa defender,
Šeško,
unknowingly
he
hit
gets
the
a little
ball
bit
into the
lucky
path
the
of
way he
Šeško,
hits it into the ground.
and
He won't care.
and he
He's in a
struck
rich
it
vein of
once
form in
into
front
the
of goal.
into
Takes
the
a
goal,
little
and there was even
deflection.
a huge
Fofana
deflection.
into the goal.
Oh,
He
the
won't
keeper
care.
stood no chance.
It's
Oh, a
actually
huge
everywhere
deflection
here, isn't it? Comes
on
off the heel.
Buendia. Wow, what a goal! 3-1. This game is dusted.
Clear daylight now. for
Definitely
Michael
it's dusted.
And
Manchester
Manchester United,
celebrates.
as they
3-1.
seek to tie down third place in the
Wow.
league.
Football can be very, very unpredictable. This is a game I thought
Mentality was
may
different
not
in the
have
second
more
half.
than
The
one
speed
goal.
at which they
Here we
came out,
are.
there's a real belief that they could get something out
Here
of
we
this
are.
game.
4 goals and
They could
counting.
hurt them.
Manchester United 3. Aston Villa
Certainly
1.
done that in the second half.
Manchester United 3. Aston Villa 1. Massive.
Hansen and Douglas Luiz
Massive.
sent on by Aston Villa.
81 minutes into the game. Another change for Aston Villa. I think Digna has been removed. Trying to see the player that
Touches off the Manchester United left back.
came in for him. I think 2 players, 2 substitutions again. 4. 2 more substitutions for Aston Villa. They have a corner kick now. Aston Villa, they have a corner kick.
Looking like it's going to be a fruitless day for Aston Villa.
Aston Villa has a corner
Yes,
kick.
I thought with 10 minutes to go, if they could get themselves back
They
in
have
the
a corner
game,
kick.
point would be hugely valuable, but it's not like that's going
I
to
don't see
happen.
them. I don't see them coming back into this game.
Douglas Luiz. Maguire.
I don't see Aston Villa coming back. It's just 82 minutes. I don't see Aston Villa coming back into this game. I don't see them coming back.
Morgan Rogers.
But they are struggling. They are pushing. But you can see the noise from the Theatre of Dream, from the faithfuls in Old Trafford, in support of Manchester United. They are obviously celebrating their victory. They are sure that the game is done and dusted. They are playing without pressure now. That 3rd goal is an assurance goal for Manchester United. It's an assurance goal. All nerves in the stadium, from that of the coaches down to the players and the fans, are now calm. They are just waiting for the final whistle. It's dusted and done. Manchester United. Carrick has become something of a mystery coach for Manchester United. Something that Amorim couldn't do for almost a season and a half. He has done within weeks. My God. Days of his own. I was actually to Manchester United. Oh my God. Who was that? Shesko. Shesko would have gone alone. What happened? That was a chance. He wanted to be less selfish, to be unselfish. That should have been a goal. Take it yourself. He wanted to late.
It's not a
He
cross, it
wanted
looks
to
like it
pass
is.
to
It's a
Bruno
shot, he tries to do
Fernandes.
exactly
No,
what
it's supposed to be a
Matthias
pass.
Cunha did, where he opens his
Oh
body
my
and
God,
bends
he
it into
wanted
that
to
far
pass that
corner.
ball.
He just gets it horribly wrong.
That's poor from
Just a little
Shesko.
bit
That would
more
have been
time to
4.
take that into
That
the
would have been
penalty area.
4-1. I think he wanted to lay that pass for Bruno Fernandes. But it was poorly executed.
Now registered to join us in Tampa, by the way, for our next Premier League fan
It's
fest
done,
from
it's
April
done.
the 18th and
Congratulations
19th.
to Manchester United.
To
Of
go to
course,
premierleague.com
it's no wrong with the
/mornings
decision
live,
that
and what a
pardon me,
weekend
I
that
think
is shaping up to be,
after 84
headlined by
minutes and
Manchester City
seeing the way
against
Aston Villa is
Arsenal.
playing, I think Manchester United they have edged this one. They have
Making
taken
excuses on Mother's Day.
They have taken this one.
I think he can be excused.
3-1, 85 minutes spent.
Well, you're not sure,
3-1,
are you?
85 minutes
No,
spent.
I'm sure.
3-1, 85 minutes spent.
There's plenty of time either side, isn't there?
3-1, 85 minutes. Aston Villa makes their final substitution. Luis Garcia is coming in to replace Buendia. Buendia apparently has picked up an injury. Buendia has picked up an injury. Luis Garcia comes in. That's Aston Villa's final substitution. Luis Garcia comes in for Buendia. Aston Villa with the goal kick.
Manchester United will have 54 points, Villa 51, Chelsea at day 48.
Short one. Apparently, Aston Villa appears to have accepted their fate. They have accepted their fate.
Casemiro, one more year. It's incredible how quickly the game of football can change for an individual when a new manager comes in and he gets a structure.
Let's see what is going on at the other 3 p.m. Let's see whether I can get the events at the other kickoff, 3 p.m. kickoff. Crystal Palace versus Leeds United and Nottingham Forest versus Fulham. Let's see what is with those guys, whether they are still playing barring draws. Let's see. The other 2 games are still 0-0 draw. Unbelievable. Crystal Palace versus Leeds United, 82 minutes spent, 0-0 versus 0-0. I said it. I said those 2 games were going to be barren draws. I said it. Crystal Palace versus Leeds United, 82 minutes, 0-0. Nottingham Forest versus Fulham, 87 minutes, still goalless draw. Go back to our live coverage of Manchester United versus Aston Villa. Manchester United versus Aston Villa. Let's go back. Manchester United still leads, of course. Manchester United still leads 1 goal, 3 goals to 1. They have a clear 2-goal lead over Aston Villa, resulting to a 3 points difference at the top of the table. 3 points difference at the top of the table. 3 points difference. Manchester is sitting on the 3rd position now. 3rd position. That is how massive. Very beautiful. This is very funny. Thanks for This your comment just got me laughing. Thank you, Phil Mac. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate. Phil, are you a Manchester United fan? Are you a Manchester United fan? Phil, if you can hear me, please. Are you a Manchester United fan? Are you happy with the victory? Are you happy? Are you happy with the victory? Okay. The fans are celebrating Casemiro. They are celebrating him. I think he's been substituted. Casemiro is being substituted, and the fans are, singing his name. They are celebrating him. I know the fans. You are a mustache. You are a mustache fan. Oh, I see. I hope you have. That is, if you are not feminine. I hope you have yours too. I hope you have your own mustache. Okay, fair enough. I think he's been substituted. Casemiro has been substituted. He has been substituted, and the fans. Casemiro is supposed to leave the club, but fan would like his massive form this season since Carrick took over the mantle of leadership as a coach. Casemiro has been a monster in that Manchester United player or fan. Even the mustache fan like Phil, I don't think they would like to see Casemiro leave. I don't. He has been massive. He has been massive. You can see the fans. Singing his name. You can see the fans singing his name. Even saying one more year Casemiro. That is how good Casemiro has been. The fans want to see him more. But the young man has announced that at the end of the season, he will be leaving Manchester United. Is that going to happen? Is Manchester United actually going to let him go? He has scored a couple of crucial goals for Manchester United. And today, he did same. He opened the scoring for Manchester United. He has scored a couple of wonderful goals for Manchester United. So let's see. See how it goes. Casemiro is off. I think he has done his bit. Casemiro has done his bit. He has done his bit. It's 6 minutes of added time, and 2 minutes have been played. In fact, 3 minutes have been played into the added time. Is that 6 or 8? Probably 8. What happened? Why the referee had minutes? Is it not too much? There have not been much. There have been many obstructions in this game. The game has okay. A couple of injuries and treatment, but even at that, I don't see the reason why. I don't see the reason for adding 8. 8 is too much. I thought that is 6. I thought it's supposed to be 6 or even 5. 8. But it doesn't matter. Manchester United already has a victory. I think the injuries to Buendia and 2 others that led to and also the VAR the VAR review, the VAR interventions. Okay. That could have been I remember there was a prolonged VAR review and then the injuries to Buendia and the other guys.
I'm a big fan of his. He's an excellent.
Okay. Into the 5th minute of the added time, of the added 8 minutes, Manchester still leads by 3 goals to 1. Manchester United still lead by 2 goals. Manchester United still lead. The game has become very, very uneventful. Nothing serious, even now. Wow, this could be a counter for Aston Villa, but it's lost already. It's lost. There's no longer energy in this game. No energy. There's no energy in this game. No more energy in the game. The game is toasted. Both teams are just waiting for the final whistle to blow. They are waiting for the final whistle to blow. Waiting for the final whistle to blow. Waiting for the final whistle. One touch passes from Manchester United. That's a chance. Wow. A blocked shot. And then Martinez gathers.
Lovely football initially. The one such passing round the corner.
Only one touch passes from Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes, Ahmad,
Rogers,
and some others there. That was a free kick. That was unnecessary from that defender. I think, is that Euro? That was unnecessary. That was a very poor free kick to incur. It was unnecessary. Oh, that's Maguire. That's unnecessary. Completely unnecessary. There's no, you know, this might just be Aston Villa's second to make the scoreline look more respectable.
This is the highest scoring game of the Premier League weekend so far.
Whether anything comes out from the
yesterday afternoon.
No, it's not a great.
Let's see what comes out from this free kick for Aston Villa.
Luis Rogers.
Nothing. River is shot taken by Rogers. The ball was squared to Rogers and he took a shot from Rogers.
The organisation,
no
the way
danger.
that they played.
I think ended
Manchester United in the second half.
It's fair. It's fair because at the end of Manchester United wanted it more. Like I said, they came in blazing in the second half. They knew they needed these 3 points. They knew the difference it was going to make for them on the top of the table. And then they pushed Aston Villa. And the result is the 3 goals they scored, even though Aston Villa replied one. It's the last minute of the additional time. We're in the 8th minute of the additional time, the 98 minutes of the game. Barely seconds before the end of this encounter. Manchester United are controlling the game. Happily, peacefully, comfortably. No stress. The 3 points have been pocketed. No negotiation, no compromise. It's trusted. They are just managing the game, holding up play, and waiting for the final. And that's okay. This is a threat from Aston Villa. Oh, that could be a goal. Oh my God, they lost it. There's barely an empty post. Just tap it in. That would have been 3-1. 3-2 rather.
Where's the communication?
Aston Villa. I don't understand. That would have been 3-2 at least. Put some respect on the scoreline. But they fluffed their line. That should have been 3-2. That should have been 3-2. That should have been 3-2 for Aston Villa. I don't know what happened there. A late minute consolation goal would have been beautiful for them, but they lost it.
Sunday, but a really good
The game is over. Manchester United ends the weekend with 54 points. Aston Villa remains at 51. The game is over. Manchester United wins. Manchester United 3, Aston Villa 1. What are your thoughts on this game? Let's look at the events at the other 3 p.m. kickoff. Let's look at the events at the other 3 p.m. kickoff. Let's see. The other 3 p.m. kickoff. Let's see the final results. does look like. But Manchester United already won this one, 3-1. Let me see whether my goalless draw predictions for the other two games. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Nottingham Forest Fulham ended 0-0. But the game between Crystal Palace and Leeds United is still going on. It's into the extra time, but it's still 0-0. It's still draw. It's still barring draw. So my prediction for Nottingham Forest versus Fulham came true. 0-0 came true, which means West Ham is still above Nottingham Forest on the log. Then and what this means is that following the end of the loss of Aston Villa to Manchester United, if Liverpool wins today, Liverpool will go above Chelsea, will go above both Chelsea and Aston Villa. Liverpool with the win Aston Villa, because of a superior goal difference, they will be above Aston Villa. That is if they can win Tottenham. And I see them winning Tottenham. I see Liverpool winning Tottenham. So it's a massive loss for Aston Villa. And that loss, Chelsea lost to recorded against Newcastle, is also massive because it will push them off from the top 4 today. Because definitely I see Liverpool winning Aston Villa and maybe ending up this weekend on the top 4. Aston Villa will move, definitely they will move to 5th and Chelsea to 5th. That sums up our coverage today. Remember, Liverpool plays Aston Villa at 5:30. What are your predictions? But this is the end on the extent of my coverage of Manchester United versus Aston Villa. All Manchester United fans over there, I'm sure you are very, very happy with the result. It's a big push, a massive incentive to top 4 finish. It's a serious push forward. This 3 points is massive for Manchester United, and I know it will be celebrated by all the Red Devils fans across the world. Congratulations to Manchester United. Congratulations to Manchester United. Congratulations to Manchester United. It's a 3 points properly and well deserved. For the few persons who joined me on this coverage, thank you for being present. Thank you for being around. And obviously my prediction didn't go as I anticipated. I predicted a very slender win, maybe 1-0 or even barren draw, but eventually it was a 4-goal thriller. Manchester scored 3 and Aston Villa 1. It was an entertaining game. I totally enjoyed it. I'll see you some other time. Cheers.